All right, just got done riding two of my very favorite trails. Gonna crack one of my favorite beers and bring you guys along on an epic mountain bike ride. All right, so got the footage pulled up here on my laptop. I'm gonna run you guys through. First, we're hitting Chinquapin Trail, nice little flow trail, ton of fun. Then we're gonna be going on to Nighthawk Trail, experts only, black diamond, chunky, rocky descent, and tons of fun on the way downhill. Let's start with a little map orientation. So this is at Spence Mountain, which is near Klamath Falls, Oregon, where I live. From Spence Mountain, you're gonna head over to the backside of Spence to the Shoalwater Trailhead. From the Shoalwater Trailhead, you're gonna climb up the Shoalwater Climbing Trail. Head up from there. You can either go up Captain Jack or go up Rockspur, which is pretty much just a gravel fire road you can climb up. From Rockspur, short little climb up there to the top of Nighthawk. And Chinquapin actually isn't on TrailForks yet because they haven't completed it all the way. But essentially you go to the beginning of Nighthawk and it splits off either Chinquapin to the right, Nighthawk to the left, starting with Chinquapin, and then I'll show you guys Nighthawk. So you can see right here in the beginning, that's where Chinquapin Trail forks off to the right, and if you stay to the left right there, that's where you hit Nighthawk. Now, like any trail on Spence Mountain, you're gonna have a bit of rocky sections, even though I would consider this more of a flow trail. Once you get started, a couple cool little rock drops that are actually kind of fun. And then it gets into the flowy section with these little berms like this. Now, this is a trail, like I said, you can definitely bring anybody from any skill level to ride this, but it's also a trail where you can really pick up some speed, send these little jumps right here to flat, and really kind of push your skills. And I actually want to go up there and spend some time, kind of dedicate it to riding this trail and try and see how quick I can get and how high I can get on those Strava leaderboards. Even though I'm not a huge Strava guy, but sometimes it's just fun to push yourself, especially on local trails like this. Now you just saw that little wood drop I went down. That's a ton of fun. Then right here, like kind of like the further you get down the trail, the less techy it gets and the more flowy this trail gets. Whipping it back and forth. Got those little rock drops there. And eventually somewhere up here, I started to get a little bit too confident on my corners. I started kind of scanty flicking around these corners right here, and then eventually I ended up off in the trees. So let's take a look at that real quick.
Off the trees, no!
Right off into that tree. This trail is only like 1.6 miles or so from top to bottom. They don't have it completed all the way yet, but from the bottom, from Shoalwater Trailhead, you climb up about 1,000 feet, and then it's about 1.5 miles back down. So it's definitely something you can lap, and in fact, that's exactly what we did here today. Rode up from the trailhead, rode this down. This cuts off just a little bit before the parking lot because they haven't completed the trail all the way, and you can climb back up about 1,000 feet or a little bit less up to Nighthawk and ride that next. It's a really fun trail. A couple fun trails definitely to ride back to back. Riding Chinquapin first is also a good way to get yourself warmed up for Nighthawk coming up here in a little bit, which is, like I said, an experts only trail. And right here at the end, I knew this dead end was coming where they hadn't finished the trail yet, and I went to slide underneath this trail sign, bashed it on my head, and almost took myself out. Oh man. Also want to give a real quick shout out to the guys I was riding with today. So Adam, I got a couple clips in there. He was helping me film. You got DJ right there in front of me. You got Keith in front of him leading the way, and we had Kelly as well riding with us on this trail. This is that descent I was talking about that starts off nice, techy, chunky. I love it, and one of the good things about that entrance is it lets you know real quick if you're up for the challenge. And then this jump, whew. Dude, I almost went over the freaking bars right there.
Woo! Dude, I almost ate finish now. Oh my God. Do you see that? Good God. All right, let me gather my bearing.
So Nighthawk is a really fun trail if you guys like chunk. If you like that chunky, rocky, you kind of push yourself to the limits, Nighthawk will definitely get you there, gives you that adrenaline rush of just kind of plowing through that chunky rock. And if you guys want, you guys can check out Brian BKXC. He did a review on this trail as well, where he came out and visited me and featured some of these trails on his channel. I know he does sometimes a little bit better job on those trail reviews because that's his main shtick, kind of like his main thing that he does, versus a guy like me that does more of just bike reviews. This is a fun little berm right here. You kind of just whip down around, and then it goes right from the chunk right here into this flowy little section coming up, and it's got this fun little kind of shark fin kind of jump that you pop off and land right into a little catch berm. So much fun, man. These guys did such a good job, and I gotta give props real quick to Dirt Mechanics, Kiwi from Dirt Mechanics, out there building these trails. Spence Mountain, these are all professional built mountain bike trails that the Klamath Trails Alliance pays to have built, so it's definitely paying off. We're gonna see a lot more people at these trails really soon, so get out here while the dirt is hero like this and before these trails get packed to the brim.
Oh,
I knew I hit that one.
heard that
dude.
one.
Dude, you almost ate shit, dude.
Way too
Yeah.
hard. Way too slow.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, you bent the rim.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You fucking almost ate it right there.
Shoot.
Oh, dude.
You hit that one?
This big guy,
Oh.
he came in and just fucking boom.
Keith,
No, you guys are good.
see you, bro.
Sorry, guys.
You guys also down below.
All right,
So much
this
for no
rocky
man left
terrain, it'll
behind.
get ya.
We took off and
Now I'm
left
leading.
Keith. Kelly stayed
all
with
on
him
me.
to walk down the trails. The ride must go on. The ride must go on, folks.
Oh, this little sketchy one. Get it, come on.
Yeah, that's a sketchy little squeeze right there. It's hard to show that on GoPro, but it's a lot steeper than it looks, and you gotta
Oh,
kind of
man.
squeeze through that section. Now, Nighthawk, a mile and a half, or it's like, I think it's like 1.6 on the way down, so it doesn't sound like that long of a trail, but I'm telling you, it has, like, it's good to actually take stops and kind of take breaks on the way down because it's got so much in this trail. So many chunky, rocky sections. It'll really kind of wear you out as you're riding down. And very rarely do I do a ride straight from the top all the way to the bottom without stopping and taking a break. Also, you guys have to keep in mind one thing that surprises a lot of people when they come out to ride Spence Mountain is that we have a base elevation of over 4,100 feet. So even when you're down there at like the lake level, you're at 4,100 feet. And when you drop in from the top of Nighthawk, you're at over 5,100 feet when you're dropping in. So that definitely throws people for a loop, especially if you're from a place like California and you're used to that sea level altitude. So many fast sections like this where you can see far enough in front of you to really just let your fingers off the brakes and just go flying down the mountain. Right here is a cool little berm section that I need to get better at. Just getting enough speed to whip up and around this little corner right here. I'm always kind of struggling on that. Cornering is definitely my weak spot. I need to get better at cornering. Here I was kind of taking a little bit of a break, feeling a little bit gassed because I know it's about to drop in and it gets fast right here. Look at that. So much fun. Nice open sight lines. Smooth little berms. You just let your hands all the way off the brakes. And then coming up here in a little bit, I think it's after this next jump, and then it goes straight a little bit, and there's just the nastiest rock garden that I actually enjoy because it pushes me to my limits. And still to this day, even after riding it a bunch of times, I feel like I still don't have it completely down. Moto whoops right here. Just gotta learn how to float that bike over those whoops. All right, there goes that jump. Coming up around here, and here goes where we're going into one of the nastiest rock gardens that I've ever rode. Oh, get it? It's like you want to keep your speed up, but then it kind of turns in through there, and then you're trying not to clip your pedals. If you can look kind of left and right, you're trying not to clip your pedals on the left and the right here, but you're trying to keep your speed up as well. GoPro just does not do this justice, you guys, I'm telling you. Come out here, check it out. If you guys are ever out here, definitely hit me up. I'll show you guys around, show you guys my favorite trails here at Spence Mountain, my local trails. This is where it ends off right here. You kind of go through this little berm section. You're gonna hit a tiny little rock drop right here, bloop, and then you're gonna stay right. And this is a drop that you can really just kind of send right here. Boom. Of course, looks like nothing because I'm on GoPro, but you can easily send that to be probably like a 5-foot drop or so. Coming around, and there you go. That's the end of it. Down here to the trailhead, down here to Shoalwater Bay. And at this trailhead, man, some beautiful freaking views out here. You feel like you're in like a nature wildlife refuge where there's just like birds chirping everywhere. Epic spot for bike shots. So if you want to take your bike out there, get some good glam shots of that, like we all like to do. It's a fun place for it. But hey, you guys, cheers. I hope you enjoyed Chinquapin and Nighthawk, two of my very favorite trails to ride. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of those. And let me know what's your favorite trail. And definitely hit me up if you guys are ever in the local area. Let's go ride. But until next time, get stoked, go ride, and have some fun, people.